Let's see how long we can keep this trend going of starting a video in front of the face shrine. Hello, Zagir to you, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. In the previous episode, that's irrelevant because we showcased a glitch that's not even possible in this version. In today's video, we're going to continue on to the main story, after completing some miscellaneous side topics. Good. The many monsters of this island fear that the windfish is about to awaken. The monster's power is real. They may conquer the island and destroy their foes. That day may come soon. Now, go to the mountain tower. Fly like a bird. Hoot. Hoot. But you're a bird. Why can't you fly like a bird? The owl in Super Mario 64 would fly us up there. Why can't you? Stupid bird. So continuing on over this way, there is something that is very well worth mentioning that I'd like to bring up before we go too much further into this video. The Seashell Mansion. That's not the right button. We have 20 secret seashells now, and if we collected a lot of them, something good is bound to happen. If we were to go into there right now, we could get the best possible reward from the secret seashell mansion, and unlike those other rewards, the nice thing about this one is that it won't go away if we get another secret seashell, so that's gonna be nice. But I'm not gonna get it right now, because if we were to go in there and get those secrets and get that reward, the rest of the secret seashells in the game are going to disappear. So if you're playing alongside the Let's Play, and you may have jumped the gun a little bit, went in there before this video or whatever. Ah, the mermaid! Mermaid is so cute! The mermaid is so cute! The mermaid is so adorable and she is so cute! Yeah, if you're playing alongside the Let's Play and you're wondering, wait, I went in there and I got the reward, and the secret seashells are gone, what's going on? Oh no, what's going on? That's the reason why. For some reason, they will disappear after you get the reward. I mean, I guess it does make sense, but at the same time, I don't like it. Oh yeah, that was epic! I was just trying to be silly right there. Normally I use bomb arrows to destroy the grass right here, but we did an unnecessarily epic thing. I like being unnecessarily epic. That's what this is called, the next Epic Mickey game. Unnecessarily Epic Mickey. Going over this direction, there's a cave over here. Hey, listen!
Hey, listen. Hey, kid. You woke me up from a fine nap. Thanks a lot. But now, I'll get my revenge. Are you ready? I'll let you carry more magic powder. Are you ready? You deserve it. Now look at all the junk you have to carry. Take care. See you again. The graphics are glitchy again. Wanna know why? Because I'm Batman.
So, recently, the internet had the charity event for Let's Play for the Trevor Project, and we did a segment on Pokemon Fire Red during that, and they brought up a funny idea that, okay, so for my Batman Arkham Asylum Let's Play, I had a counter for every time I was like,
Because I'm Batman.
and I was wondering, if we ever do Arkham City or anything like that, should I reset the counter or just keep it going? And they had a really funny idea to like keep it going for every single Let's Play and not just the Batman Arkham games. So yeah, if you saw that on screen, that's gonna be the indication that we did a thing. Where am I going now? I remember where I'm going now. Owie! Rude! So as we continue down this way, I'd like to talk a little bit more about the owl's monologue from the beginning of this video. So the owl mentions that the monster's power is real. And it's not really talked about a whole lot, but I just find that to be a very fascinating detail because just think about it. This is the windfish's dream, but Link is in here. So something must be bringing people from the real world into the Windfish's dream. If that's the case, and the monster's power is real, then even if we did wake up the Windfish without defeating whatever is behind all this, then they can get back into the real world and cause some trouble over there. And I just wish that this is something that the fanbase would talk about a little bit more, because there's so many interesting theories that you can do with this. I'll talk about one of mine in a bit, but as for now... Hi, it's me, the photographer! You seem curious about Grandpa Ocarina. I'll call this Link Discovers Ocarina's Secret. You look so shy. You look so... Okay, so I can see this one of both ways. So some days I look at this and just see Ocarina rocking back and forth in a rocking chair. Other days I'll see him and be like, is he like sitting on the floor, like holding his arms around his legs and just like rocking back and forth? Some days I see it one way, some days I see it the other.
Bring. Yeah, this is Ocarina. You're starting to like music, eh? Well, a frog named Mambo, who lives in the signpost maze, might know some new songs, but he charges a lot to play them. Bye, click.
So, if we get over this direction, we're gonna be leaving Mabe Village one more time. And we head south instead. Ooh, a place we haven't seen before. Telephone booth, signpost maze. And this tree has been bugging me for a bit. It's been staring at me funny, it cheated on my wife, and it beat up my lunch money. And now, we can claim it. Pictures taken moments before disaster. You found a secret seashell. If you collect a lot of these, something good is bound to happen. Yeah, this area might seem familiar if you watched the previous episode. If you know, you know. I cannot look at that moblin the same way ever again. Whee! Go this way! Go this way! So yeah, we're gonna want to look at the signs, because if we do read them out of order, it'd be like, try again from the start! I don't know if this was just me being dumb when I was a kid, but I remember this area taking so long to go through when I was a kid. I don't know if it's just like the repetitious nature of this area that made it feel like it went on longer than it actually does, but no, this is something that... It was just a dumb thing that I thought when I was a kid. But as we go across this area, I want to talk a little bit more about the monster's power being real. So, we don't really see a whole lot of... like actual monsters that have the ability to go into dreams or anything like that in the Zelda series, but I do have one idea. This isn't based off a whole lot of evidence or anything like that, but it's just something that I thought about one day and I was like, oh, actually, that makes a whole lot of sense. I'm wondering if the nightmares might be some kind of variant of the Majora's tribe from Majora's Mask, because think about it. They're one of the only other like monster-like creatures in the Zelda series that can travel between dimensions. So, with that in mind, could the nightmares in theory be some kind of remnant of like the Majora's clan? And by extension, does that mean that they're also similar to the Twilight from like the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess? I don't know, is this something I thought about, and I might make a video on this someday with a bit more concrete information. But it's just something I thought about. I was like, huh, I wonder if the nightmares are associated with that. That's what I love about the Zelda series in general, is that you see, like, the games, and they might seem disconnected from one another, but if you, like, really look at the grand scheme of things, it's just really fun to see how they can connect to one another. Great! You did it! Your reward is this way! So, yep. If you come here early, then you can get this reward as soon as you finish the, as soon as you get the hook shot. Or you can screen warp if you're playing on the original version. But we're not going to talk about that right now. Instead, it's Wart from Super Mario Bros. 2. And he also returns in the Switch remake, and I was really happy about that. But we'll talk about that another day. But now, let's go talk to this guy. Ribbit, Ribbit, I'm Mamo on vocal. I'm Mamo on vocals, but I don't need to tell you that, do I? Everybody knows me. Want to hang out and listen to us jam? For 300 rupees, we'll let you listen to a previously unreleased cut. What do you do? Leave. Well, that's a shame, but we don't play for free. I wanna listen! I wanna listen! The frogs are just so cute, but they also kind of stare into your soul. I love frogs in real life. Thank you. Thank you very much, Grok. You've learned the Frog Song of Soul. It's a very moving tune. It can even liven up unliving things. If you play this song, you'll make everything around you feel more alive. I'm sorry, but what a mess of a song that is. It just sounds horrible on Game Boy instruments. I think the Switch version sounds okay, but I've never liked that song. It just sounds so terrible. Thankfully, when you actually... that's what I'm gonna do. Thankfully, when you actually play it, it sounds decent. But man, it just sounds like such a mess in... like when the frog itself is singing. I'm sorry, but I've never been too fond of that one. Now taking care of all that, runs the video off here. Thank you so much for watching the video for The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, and until next time, Lady Gator to you. Oh yeah.